Hey guys, welcome into the channel. Today I'm Eric Roberts and I welcome you to my beautiful studio in gorgeous Nashville, Tennessee. Today we are doing a snare drum tuning, and I brought my friend Paul Cookson in. He is a Nashville session drummer, been here a bunch, played with a lot of people. He also plays with the church at Spring Hill, which is our church. And he came into the studio right here yesterday, and we're gonna go into that session right now. He is showing us a trick to get the snares to sound awesome. He said like, what did he say? Like a shotgun. Pow, 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 pow. Let's take a look what Paul is gonna do to our snare drum. Now, the reason I called Paul is because we tried to tune this. The rim was kind of off and it's kind of ringing, but I know from playing there at the church that this snare drum is a good snare drum. It's a metal snare. We just couldn't, Tyler and I, we just couldn't get it right. We worked on it for hours and then we switched snares, and I thought, let me get Paul on this snare drum. So check it out and see what Paul does to this snare. So you're gonna make this snare sound awesome?
We're gonna make the snare sound awesome. Right now it's got a ring.
This sounds funny, man. Where's the, oh, did you see the, all right, so me and Tyler tried to tune this at the church, and oh, you know what? He told me, and I'll tell you this, because the top head, he bought new heads. Okay. And he bought new snares. Great. And this snare's always sounded good to me. And then he's trying to tune this with one of those drum tuner things, you know, those. Yeah. But he thought the rim was, every time he tuned one, the other one would go off. So all right, this is Paul Cookson, right? Yep. So what's your you call yourself PG?
I call it's PGH, which stands for Paul, Ginger, and Helena. That's our three names.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
so,
PGH.
PGH.
All right, so it's Paul Cookson. He's a Nashville drummer. He's going to show us his awesome thing.
I'm going to show you my technique to get the ring out. A lot of drummers have drums used to come with a pad underneath, a dampener pad. The old,
I remember,
Ludwigs.
like you could just...
Yeah, you turn it aside and it would dampen the head.
Yeah.
They don't do those anymore.
Why?
I don't know. It's the drum maker.
I remember back when I was a kid, you could just dial in the dampener.
So if you look in here, there's no dampener in here at all. It's just a straight metal body or wood. No, it's metal. So
that's snappy. And I think it's too loose, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you can see how the head goes up above the rim and then it comes back down.
Why?
It's just the way the rim is.
I think that's what he was saying. I think the rim might be broken.
The rim might not be the right size, but that's okay. We can work with it.
All right, let's do it.
It's all done. So what we're going to do, we're not going to touch the bottom. We're going to leave the bottom as is. We're actually going to take the top head off. Then you just take your fingers. You don't have to pull them all the way out. You can just leave them just hanging off to the side. It makes it easier. So what we're going to do, while I'm doing that, I'm going to have Eric cut me a strip of t-shirt that I need it about this length, and I need it about maybe an inch across, give or take.
Okay, an inch. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut this.
Cut this, see if we can do it that way. So we're gonna do this. So while he's doing that, we're gonna go ahead and take this head off. And anytime you take a head off, no matter if it's to change a head,
off with the head.
Off with the head. Clean your drums. You always want to check the screws on the inside. You always want to make sure they're tight and they're locked down, so you don't have any loose screws.
No, I got, dude, you got some fun. I got some loose screws.
That while you're playing, either in a session or you're doing a live show or you're playing in worship, that it's not going to be bouncing around or it comes off. So that's what we're going to do.
No loose screws.
No loose screws.
Man, this is not easy to cut. I should have my wife cut this. What the heck?
As long as you can get it just, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. It does not have to be perfect at all.
I've never, all of my years, I've never seen this done, so.
Really? I did. There's a great drummer. Her name's Rebecca Penapento. She used to drum in our church. She's now in New York City. And she's a great drummer, female drummer. She rocks it.
I mean, a disaster. That's way too short. Is that too short?
That's going to be, let me see here. Yeah, that's gonna be too.
You know what?
And there's too many holes.
I gotta get. You know what I gotta get? I gotta get some real scissors. She's got some. Dude, I'll be right back.
So what you want to do is make sure all the screws are completely undone, because you're just gonna lift this straight up and out. So that's what we're gonna do here. So there you go. So all done. See that? So you want to take this and set it down on the ground. Hopefully it'll pop out. Should be all right. Take the head off. There you go. Perfect. And now we're going to check the inside just to make sure everything is tight. There's nothing loose. That sounds great. And make sure all those are tight inside. And then Eric's going to get that. So always check to make sure that you don't have any loose screws anywhere here. So this is good. This is good. Bring that down. Bring it up. All right, once that is done, then, hey.
I got 2 strips, man.
You got 2 strips. Let's do this one.
That's got the hem on it. This is clear.
That's right. No, that's right. The hem will be perfect.
Look at this awesome thing.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you hold this, Eric.
Okay.
Like this. Watch out. I'm going to pick up. If you can pick that up for me.
Oh, you want me to pick this up?
Yep.
All right.
Make sure all that. Okay. Let's make sure all those are in. All right. Now I just need you to hold with both hands. Bring that from here to here, please.
All right. This is like drum surgery.
Pretty much.
From crap.
So we're going to pull it back, stretch it out.
Just make it straight. Here, hold on. This thing's kind of crooked. All right. Make it straight.
Okay. Now pull it. Yeah, I want it right.
You want it on this side of that lug?
Yeah, right there. No, that's perfect. You can even right there. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to put the drum head goes back on. Push the drum head down. Make sure it's, there it goes. It's on there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place this back to where it was. And just keep holding that for me, please. And we want to get this close enough, because what we're going to do is once we get the lugs in, then I am going to go ahead and, you can cut that extra part out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just want to tighten this side first, so because I want to get that held.
So should I be pulling on this, or just,
yes.
just sort of?
This is going to dampen that head ring we had. That when I first played it, it was like boom, boom. Yeah, gives it that nasty ring. So we're going to put all these back in and do that. So you can do this with all your drums or with your snare drums. But
your
then
toms too?
Your toms, what you want to do with your toms is you want to make sure when you change heads on the tom is that you check all the screws again. To make sure all the screws on the inside of the drum, because those toms get hit.
Yeah, our whole kit actually needs tuned.
Yeah, it does. So I'm going to go through this.
So you're okay. So you're going.
I'm just hand tightening it because I'm going to get it to the sound that I need it to sound like. Right? So we're going to see how this does. This is still loose over here. Crack it down.
I have one of those things. I had one of those ones that you go.
Oh yeah, you just. Oh, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where anything is. So I know where nothing is. Can't find anything, dude.
That's what I was hoping.
Over there, it's getting tighter. Whoa, it's crazy.
Pretty good. Yeah, he's got that all tight.
Yeah, that thing's pretty tight.
He's got it tight, yeah.
Have you ever used the drum dial?
I have not used the drum dial.
I should have brought it. You have to come back and it's pretty cool. It's like
yeah, you ready? Got your ears closed?
Oh, I don't have them yet.
Yeah.
Okay, here, let's listen. I like that.
You have a little bit of ring?
I like that. I like a little bit of ring, but it's not so unruly.
No,
it's not so like
especially when you hit it with a stick. Because when you hit it here, it's dead versus.
Yeah.
So anytime you hit a snare drum, you get that ring, right?
Yeah.
Versus center. Because your stick, when you crack a stick and you hit a snare, you're going to hit the rim and the center of the drum.
Yeah.
But when you actually play it with music, you'll never hear the ring.
Yeah.
When
So you
kit.
smack like that with the rim?
I do. I smack.
So
I hit it.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to hit it.
Okay,
this
good.
is where I hit it. So it actually hits the stick here and here.
And then there.
Right. Because if you hear it here, you hear that ring here. So no ring. ring, and then it's great. You get a great sound, very little overtone, a ring. You can even take a dot if you have a dot at church. Which
I don't know, what is it?
The gel dot. You don't know what a gel dot is?
Well, we have. You mean some gels? Oh yeah.
The gel dot.
I have those outside on my other snare.
You can put a gel dot here, and that will actually just totally kill that ring completely. But it's gone.
So okay, when you Paul just did that in like 5 minutes. Okay. How do you know how much tension is on this head? You know, like
I don't.
Do you just do it until it sounds right? You just do it until it feels right?
It's like taking if you take a rack one tom and you detune both heads, and then you just go across and do a half a turn all the way, and then do a half a turn here, and then go back and hit it. It'll go boom. Then do a half a turn, boom. Do a half a turn, boom. Half a turn until you get to the doo, doo. Because each drummer is different of what they want. They want it to go do do do, or boo boo boo, or boo boo boo. So it's whatever tone you like playing.
So top head, bottom head. Yeah. I mean, because you didn't really mess with the bottom head.
The bottom, I probably just turned not even a quarter of a turn on each head.
Off, out, or in?
In.
You turn them in.
Turn them in, made them a little bit tighter, and then the top I just turned until I got my sound that I wanted. And that's
now, okay, one last question.
Yeah.
Do you ever go like this and then listen like?
No, you can't.
I mean, look, they all sound right.
So you can take your finger and you can put it here and just barely push down.
But you didn't even do that. You just got it by feel.
And they all sound the same. I don't need a machine. I've been tuning drums.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a lot of us, I like sit here with that little drum dial, and I do like this one, and I go this one, and then I mean, whenever I was tuning drums back in the day, I would just do what you did. I would just go with my stick, and I'd go real quick, and I just real fast, just try to get it right, But
they all sound the same.
Yeah, so that's a key. They gotta all sound the same.
They sound the same.
But if you wanted that snare to be lower, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because I think when we were tuning. I know Tyler likes a lower.
He likes a fatter sound.
He's got a big fat snare.
Yeah, he's got a 14 deep.
Yeah, did you see it online or something?
No, I can't see it, but I know what it is.
It was a couple of weeks ago. He put his snare from home on, and it was it was a big.
It's a deeper snare, and usually deeper snare will have fatter snares, what we call the snares here.
Yeah.
So instead of being here, they're like that.
Yeah, and it sounded pretty good. It was real. But you can't make that snare really sound like that. You really
can. Yes, you can.
You can?
There's a thing called a Fat Daddy. It's a head that goes on top of this.
Okay. And it just lays on it?
It lays on it, but it gives it and you can loosen the snares too.
Okay.
If you loosen the snares, right?
But it's harder to...
You're going to get that ring.
This snare, metal, this size, I mean, it's going to have a certain optimal feel. Like when you're tuning a rack set of toms too, they're going to have like an optimal tone, right? I mean,
they are.
So if you try to get like a really ding 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 out of a set of toms.
Yeah. So that's the quick way that I know to do it to kill that ring off. And it's not like do. Put a piece of T-shirt, hold it, put it down, and it comes across from here to here, and it just gives it that little dampener where it dampens the head on this side. Because here's the T-shirt, and it's hanging off of here, and it's over on this side. So we go across from here, not really down the center, or even over. You want it at the 2 lugs almost to the end, not over this way, but right there in this middle. There you go.
Yeah.
Done. Nice work.
Done. Nailed it. All right, this is Paul. Thanks, Paul.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.
Just going to run off?
Yeah, I'm going to run off.
So there you have it, snare drum tuning. And, what I'm going to do is this week, we're going to put that snare in our sanctuary. We're going to do it in our live stream. And then, I'll probably in the mix critique be able to show you exactly what it sounds like coming through, the live stream. And you'll be able to listen to it if you really want to nerd out, listen to a couple weeks before, listen to this week. And I'll do that for you on the live stream this coming week. But I wanted to get you sort of involved in tuning. Now, in the video, I mentioned what's that called? A drum dial, and I mentioned some other drum thing that Tyler uses. I'll put those links in this description, but really, before I ever got a drum dial, I would just do what Paul did by ear and just kind of tighten it up and make it the way, I wanted to hear it. So the drum dial did help me do the whole drum kit, and it just gives you sort of that sense of, if you're not like a pro drummer and you're not doing this all day, all the time, it does give you a sense of where the tension is and should be. It gives you like a starting point. So I like it. It's good. Anyway, if you like the video, please share the video on your feeds, like the video, subscribe the video, and I'll see you next time. God bless you guys.